Hi everyone, Stacy from Dies to Die For. Welcome back. Welcome to night 18 of the 25 Dies of Christmas. Tonight we're going to be using our Christmas light border and our Merry and Bright die. I want to show you the Christmas light border first. You can either cut out a Christmas light with it, or you can make it a garden light by using these little round bulbs and just putting them where the Christmas lights are, snipping them off. Just want to show you that real quick before we get started, because I really like those garden lights. That one I have all set for another card I will be showing you on another day. All right, let's get started. This is a super simple card. All we use is the Christmas light border that I already showed you, and then our Merry and Bright die. What I did first was I took my A2 card base and my slimline card base. My slimline tonight is 3.5 by 8.5. And I took a little bit of yellow ink and just kind of blended it on there until I got a dark enough color. And I just put it down the middle because I only want it where the Christmas light borders are going to go. Kind of like that. And I just realized I'm missing a piece, but anyway, then I took my ink pad and went around all the edges to kind of darken up the edges on all of those. And that's all you do on the card base. Then for the Christmas light borders, to build those, I did it 2 different ways. For the A2 card, I took the Christmas lights and I cut them out in the entire border out in each color. And then I snipped off, let's see, for the first layer, I would snip these little lights off. Just the light part, I left the connecting part. Kind of like that. You get the idea. I did that for the whole strand. And then when I started the strand, I want to leave this red one and this red one. You just snip everything off except for the ones that you want to leave. So for example, this one, and then I do snip it down a little bit further. That way when you layer it, it's not going to show above this piece. We'll just pretend like I snipped all of those off. Oh, I started on the wrong side. Snip these off to give you the idea. Okay. Then I layered it and just glued it down. And I did that for each layer. If you can see, I have a red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple layers. For the orange and the red, I left 2 bulbs on each one. The others, I only left 1 bulb and snipped the rest off. That was not something you want to do if you're making a lot of cards, but I like the dimension that it adds in the different colors. And then for the slimline card, all I did was cut one of the green pieces out, and then I snipped the bulbs off again. And then on the Christmas light die, you get a few extra bulbs. I think there's 3 extras. You can cut those out in multiple colors, or you can just, like, say I cut this one out, I would just snip this bulb off of the strand itself and then glue it on like that. Glue it right underneath, really easy to do. You do that the same way with the garden light bulbs too. You just snip the top of the bulb off and glue it on underneath. Okay, now that we know how I built those, let me get this glued down. And for the slimline or the A2 card, I only use one strand to go all the way across. For the slimline, it was like 1.5 strands. That's the second part. I'm missing the second part of the strand. I think I left it at home last night when I was making my sample up. Try to pack everything up and put them all in my bag so I bring them. Sometimes I don't get them all though. I forget pieces. At least I remembered my bag today though. The other day I came here to make a video and got all the way here and ready, and then realized that I left my entire card baking kit at home. So I had to run back home and get it, and our house is about 20-25 minutes away from our warehouse. Run back home, run back here, make a video for you guys quick. I think that was one of the nights that I didn't get a video on until maybe 1 in the morning. Okay, once you have that glued down, then I'm going to use my favorite tool, and I just kind of put a little bit darker ink around that bulb and on that bulb to make it look like it's glowing. The ones that are raised up, it's kind of hard to do that way, but just smush them down a little, and probably could use your inking tool too, but I feel like I have more control when I just use my finger. It gives the look that I'm going for, the little bit of a yeah, make that a little bit darker around the edges. Okay, I did that on the A2 card and the slimline card. Like that. And then, even though I forgot one of these pieces, wait, let me check through stuff and make sure that I forgot it. Yep, don't see it there. Look in my little bag that I bring back and forth with me. Yep, not in there. So, we'll just pretend like I have them. And we will glue one down. And there are 8 bulbs on this strand, so I mean, you could choose 8 different colors. I just chose 6 and I replicated, but the strands with 1.5 strands fitting across the slimline card, I was able to do each color 2 times. That makes sense. Okay. Smooth that out of the way. I'm going to start with my red on this side. Put it there. Then when I get home and find the second piece, I will just line it right up there and continue the strand across. Then my Merry and Bright word, let me show you how these cut out. I cut 1 in red and 1 in white for each card. Then I just took my ink again and I inked the white layer I'm gonna do the top word for you. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna do it all. Okay, first I did that, then I wanted some of the edges to be a little bit darker. So I just, the edges that are going to show, because this is going to be your back layer. We're going to layer the Merry and Bright. So just lay it on there, a few spots like that. I'm going to take my glue. And the one we're using on the card I already did because I put pop dots on it and I didn't want to bore you guys with watching me put the pop dots on and get the backing off for them. So this one we're not actually going to use on the card, I'm just kind of showing you. Go around it with the glue quick. And then we're going to take this and you just want to offset it slightly so you can see the yellow layer behind the red. I like doing this with my words a lot, especially if there's no shadow with the word. This is a way that you can make a shadow yourself if your words don't come with them. Okay. Just kind of that, like that. Then you have that offset shadow layer behind it. Easy. This card is a really easy card to make. Okay, let's put our words that we already have done on here. And for this card, because there's so many layers on these, they are popped up a little bit. The words that are not going to be directly over this light, I put 2 layers of mini pop dots on. The center words that are touching, I only put 1 just to raise it up above those light bulbs a little bit. And we just put it right on there. See, super easy cards. That still look great. I love the look. This one I can still put on because it's not going to affect me putting the strand on when I get home. This one we want the G hanging off the card just a hair. And this Merry and Bright word only has 1 layer of pop dots on it. Okay, there you are, our Merry and Bright Christmas light bulb card. Thank you for watching night 18. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and we will see you again tomorrow night for night 19. Have a great day.